killer, killer. Sleeping in my bed, my heart is pouring red.
Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds, welcoming you back to Lovecraft Country and Cultist Simulator Tips and Tricks Ghoul DLC. Just to let you know, of course, I did a little grinding as I promised between episodes, so we're not actually looking at me, putting together lore, which you've seen me done about 100 times before. However, the situation has been getting a bit dire. So, right now, unfortunately, I have attracted the attention of one of the major hunters, even though I only pulled in a Mystique. Thing is, usually you only get these guys if you kill two cops. They've only killed one, or they grab a notoriety, but sometimes out of random luck you're going to get one of these guys. Now, Dr. Natalia Dragon is not a threat in some ways in that she has only the idealist and the meticulous. She can be killed quite easily. Problem being is that, of course, playing as the ghoul, when you activate as a ghoul, by the way, means that unfortunately what you're looking at is the fact that you will be producing Mystique like crazy. It's almost impossible to get rid of the cops, and worse, since you require bodies to be able to go into the to be able to keep down your hunger, which by the way is up to a 2 so far, so I still got to go get another body. You're going to have an issue with the regards to that, because unlike notoriety, if you get a human corpse grabbed by one of the hunters, they will in fact immediately go to damning evidence, which is enough to end the game. So yeah, something to keep in mind while you're doing this. This is one of the reasons why I usually will suggest waiting until you get to the very end to transition to a ghoul. However, since I wanted to show you some of the dynamics here, I kind of violated my own rule. Hopefully I don't pay too hard for it. Okay, but here's a few things that we need to do in order to mitigate the situation. Of course, the moth people, being the ones who steal things, are the ones going to be able to steal evidence, so are less likely to, end the game instantly in case you get very unlucky. As you notice, I am using the smoke defense by pumping out as much Mystique as possible, which is quite useful for being able to keep them off balance, because every time they'll grab something, they now have a 9 in 10 chance of grabbing a Mystique, which just means they keep looking. Now, the thing is, you can only roll the dice so long before you get, of course, Snake Eyes. If that happens and they grab it, and she has a 100% chance of Sir Meticulous one aspect, will always create evidence from notoriety and probably always create evidence from the corpse. It doesn't specifically say that, but since it's both are reputation 2 cards, we have to kind of assume this is what's going to happen. So if she grabs the corpse, she immediately makes damning evidence. Now, this means that we may have some incentive to kill her, but in order to kill her, we've got to wait till we burn through all the Mystique. If we do that and our hunger goes to 7, we lose the game while we're waiting for her to lose the tension. Now I can use the heart people to try to grab the Mystique as we go by. But what we're going to do is we're going to play defense on the... God, I only have 1? Wait, Porter, you're also moth. Yeah, my people are a little disorganized. All right, let's get you 2 over here. Right, so yeah. The thing is that these people are going to be my saving grace. And remember, although I didn't have a chance to use it, we did use the Gemiad, which means we've got a Geminod. Geminod. Hey, Geminod. Of course, twins, Gemini. Switch in the sister. What am I thinking? Anyways, to get a level 8 moth, which combined with the Dappled Math, the 8-point tool, will of course create a scenario where we can get these guys up to Exalted, which is level 10, which means rather than a 70% chance to grab evidence, a Skin Twister has 90% chance of doing so. All right, so let's get that knocked out. Second thing, we need to get a corpse relatively soon. Now, I still have the graveyard active. It tends to be going for some time, so I'm probably going to use the travel card in order to grab one of them. Okay. You also notice that from the last thing I ate, I have something profitable. Now, this is actually kind of an interesting one. Now, one of the things I haven't mentioned with Miss Naina is the fact that you can give her memories instead of using them as the medium card. Now, the medium card usually will give you a slightly better reward than Miss Naina will, because it's usually going to be an influence with the or as something like favor from authority for something shameful, which could be useful in this game. But in something profitable, she'll give you an Iron Spintra, a Fund, or a Jumble. I actually did the numbers. This will give you, what, 1.2 funds on average. Yes, I'm that much of a math geek at times if I sit down and do the numbers. If we do it here, however, it's quite possible that we're going to get even more from a client and also generate an additional mystique. So we're going to knock that stuff out because I found someone who will benefit from this memory. They'll pay well. Right. You see, the problem is with the gods is that they don't have much of an operational funds. They tend to that. Now, of course, one of the things that we went through to do all of that combination when it comes to the level 10 lantern lore is we want to get from the spider's door to the peacock's door, which will grant us not only Vok, which will allow us to, I think, read, this one, which will give us an additional secret histories of level 10, I believe. This one will allow us to grab level 10 and 12 secret history lore as well. So we will approach the peacock's door from that direction. Now, when it comes to the study verb right now, one of the things we're going to be doing, hi if you're out there, I can't tell very well with this UI, so if you are out there, just say hi. Otherwise, I have to guess. Okay, so one of the things here is we have to use a study herb with the formula in order to with the corpse. Now, it doesn't take very long to get a corpse. In fact, let's just break one out, shall we? Yeah, you have to have somebody come out there with by the light of a lantern to dig your stuff up for you. But God help me, I ain't digging my own bodies. I got a cult. So that's what they're for. So what I'm going to do is be, of course, disinter one of the fresher bodies to feast upon. Hopefully, Ms. Dragon here is not going to get in our way. So it takes 30 seconds to do this, and if we keep the, notice if we have at least 30 seconds on her clock, which her clock is at 45 seconds, that means the body will pop out 15 seconds before she has a chance to grab it. And if the study verb is open, then you get the option to be able to eat it before they can even find the corpse, which is extraordinarily important in this scenario. Like I said, usually, I'm going with normal speed to start off with so that I could warm up a bit. Got the coffee here over to the left, but you don't really want to take your eyes off the screen that often. One of my people who just commented in YouTube asked, is this one you have to keep your eye on the ball? Yeah, it is. Oh, great. We're getting another hunger card. Trying to cancel out this corpse thing entirely. On the other hand, the memories are profitable. We'll see how much they're profitable when we finally get the job card done there. But yeah, God, I'm hungry again. My God, I have a snacking issue. Let's just nail that one on the board right there. One more mystique for the corpse. For digging the corpse. Salba, of course, I always put Salba in because I hate him. I'm going to make an old man. I hate big up corpses. But Paul, if you're out there about the comment about the cop, I am playing a villain. This is me in my villain mode. Once upon a time, in a role-playing game, Dungeons and Dragons, whoop, boom, 3. We both did well out of that, and my reputation is a little uncannier. Yep, basically a stock market tip, I guess. And we get another mystique to be able to keep the smoke going. Now, at the same time, of course, we do not want to keep that corpse. Oh God, I gotta wait till I just got screwed. All right, the problem is that since they grabbed the card, I can't pull it out of here. So there's a 1 in a 12 chance that they will grab the corpse, in which case I need that skin twister faster than you can believe. So we're going to see what happens here, unfortunately, because a lot of times we got to do some finagling to get in and out of here. Now, the other opportunity is this. I can use one of the rights to create a zombie. I think it's got to be one with ingredient because it technically counts as ingredient. So if I put the corpse, that's instrument, not ingredient. Sorry, text is a little low. Is it here? Invocation offering. Yeah, okay. We can do this. We can take one of our tools. I think we've got, nope, that's not a tool. Invocation and influence. Ooh, don't think I have the right influence up and going. I don't have any influences at the moment, except glimmering, and that's not going to work. All right, so we got to figure out what we're going to do here. If it can't be this one, I don't want to sacrifice anybody. So assistant, instrument, and sacrifice. Sacrifices lore. Ooh, we could be screwed. One of the usual ways for me to get rid of them is... Yeah, there we go. One of these is to make a zombie out of them, because zombies, they're harder to find. They walk away if the cops come closer. But this could mean that we're in trouble. Now, because I can't get rid of it quite yet. Now, normally I'd also be able to have, of course, the Lachana do so if I wasn't upgrading my... my dude over there, but I'm upgrading my dude over there. So we need to keep the study verb open because we definitely do not want to be with us. Now, let's see. We don't have anything we can use to create a technically I can use one of the 5-point memories with any one of the medium card to produce a notoriety. Now, a notoriety is obviously a bad thing, but it produces only, and remember, only a standard level 1 evidence, which is going to be, I don't know, something like a circumstantial evidence. But in this case, well, it would be better than get the corpse. I'm gonna hold off for the moment. One of the things that extra of 8% isn't worth all of this extra effort. So let's see if she does in fact grab the corpse or another one of the mystiques. That's going to change the course of the episode real fast if she grabs the corpse. All right, boom. What'd you do? Boom, mystique. We are fine. Great. Ugh, breathe. But we'll also get another memory, which means we can stick it in to get a job. Now, you notice I'm not being as close as to the job as everything else right now because I have 24 in reserve, and I can begin the gravy train at any time here. I haven't activated Poppy yet. Okay, so what we're going to do is drop it out, have ourselves a snack. As you see, the hunger's up to 3. Boom. All right, let's do dinner. Okay, so we've got dinner here. We'll be opening at the Peacock Gate there, and I already have the mirror, so I can access the gate. Now we're going to have to, unfortunately, keep the bronze spintras going, but that does mean, by the way, get the forge one, that we can just use the gravy train in order to produce Mystique. We've got 3 running right now, and I can get Poppy up too when I need her. Problem is it costs me a person, and I got enough pawns, really, so I guess it's time to start sacrificing them. Now, 45 seconds. There we go. That was my past, and now I am changed. These are my garments, which I set aside. Here is my skin, which is only loaned to me. Keep it on you. Here is my name, which is only a blindfold. Here is the wood where we strangle light. Here I was, and here I am not. Yes, metaphysically, by the way, he is referring to the fact he's comparing his ego, his identity as a person, with his spirit, which is not a person. Doesn't pay taxes or anything either. I mean, basically, are you your flesh, or are you being contained by your flesh? Now, his porter is now a skin twister, which means he has a 90% chance of removing evidence, which we definitely need as we're going to be zooming bodies like crazy. Boom, Peacock door now unlocked. Okay, in that case, we are definitely going to charge in and see if we can get one of the evidences. Now, if we're doing this, we want to make sure that we don't have the dread trap or fascination trap coming up, because even you get to the Peacock door, if you don't get the card that's exposed, there's a chance you can grab a dread and from the Worm Garden or a fascination from the Red Cathedral. Okay, so in the meantime, let's go dream about the goddesses. Going into the goddess's womb is the best way of putting it. All right, and we should consider what we're going to be doing here. Now, if you want to continue the gravy train with the medium, you can use a 5-point memory with Mrs. Naina to get a restlessness. Restlessness, of course, will degrade eventually degrade into dread if you don't get rid of it, but it does allow you to continuously use the medium and produce additional mystique. Now, at this time, we want to wait until we're done eating this guy, girl, dunno, and then you arrange to get another corpse within the safe zone of less than 30 seconds. Now, this also means that if you're a ghoul, you're going to be studying less, unfortunately, until you get your hunger down. I suppose it's really hard to keep your studies going when you just need to nosh constantly. But let's see. Let's get Sylvia upgraded, shall we? All right, Sylvia. Need you to shed your skin. You don't have a problem with that, right? All right, cool. 16 and 5, 21. Boom. We've also got our third guy, Eldridge, down here, but we'll have to grab him later. As you see, I've collected a bunch of people who are still uninitiated, because if I ever want to essentially beat the clock and get rid of her, I can just use initiations and other stuff to constantly keep me from generating mystique. At the moment, we're just going to keep going as is. So with the fast forward, I think I got this knocked out. What do we got? Coming up, a dread trap. So we want to make sure we don't want to get a dread trap when we go through the Peacock door. So we should not use the Worm Guard no matter what. We do have a satisfaction, which means we could ditch a dread if it becomes an issue. Right then. All right. Feast on a corpse. Sometimes there's something left over which must be buried again, but only one can be efficient. Oh, God. You ate the whole thing? Joyful. All right, so here's the thing. Let's grab our reputation. Well, we can't grab our reputation, but this will last long enough. Now, I may go through and show you some of the rewards from Miss Naina if I haven't got a cash issue, and 23 has got a lot, so maybe we'll do that. In the meantime, however, since we definitely need a corpse, we're going to wait till this cycles through here and resets, and then we're going to grab a corpse with salvia and eat that, because if you recall, our hunger is still at 2. I'm trying to keep it down to 1. In fact, I'm not sure you can get any lower than 1. So in that case, we're going to have to keep both the study and the travel verbs saying, ooh, that's a lot of reputation. That's a lot gone by. Okay, so we're getting low. So, all right, so Splendor, like I said, the Worm Museum can give me a dread. Now, I have the contentment to ditch the dread if it really came down to it, but let's be safe. Oh, gods, I lost a 12 point right there. Favor from Authority. Now, this is one of the few times when this card becomes potentially useful because of how quickly the corpses can turn into damning evidence. Because if the damning evidence gets grabbed and we or one of our cultists get about to be put away, we can drop Favor of Authority on top of it. Now, Favor of Authority is also accessible through Miss Diana, 25% chance, mind you, if you give her the something shameful. Or is it 1 in 3? 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 chance. Not great, but if you're really desperate, and you have one to kick around, do so. All right, so she's up to level 10. Technically, I don't need to make these guys that, and the question is, do I want to go straight for the moment? All right, we've got 30 seconds on the clock here. All right, Forge, Substantial Investigation. Let's finish our Knife Lore one. That will allow us to pump out some Mystique really fast if we want to. And we've got to fix this with our single bronze Spintra. So, where are we? Forge people. All right, you go here and give me that. Let's get that fixed. It's going to be pricey unless I get the damned level 12 key, level 12 knock form, which is the ultimate key. So, at the moment, where's the graveyard? Okay, graveyard here. Yeah, we can do this for quick. All right, be quick. Get me a corpse, old man. I hate you. All right, and we might as well, while we've got this open and we're not doing anything else with it, grab the stag door. Now, combining lore has an extra ability here in that we can use the sanctuary with the secret access point here. Every time we use it to combine lore, there's a 10 to 30% chance that we're going to be getting it, pull a notoriety off the deck. Given how low the Mystique's going, I think we're going to let it burn out and go to stealth mode. It's best we can. All right. Now, Mystique is up and running, but again, we'll quickly get rid of that with her pounding away down there. And then we eat. We feast. We feast. All right. That's cool. All right, so what the hell now? Okay. I'm going to start thinking about expeditions soon, too, because, unfortunately, what's going to happen is that I need to get more stuff. Now, the ones I have to complete the... Okay, 6, good. The ones I have to use to complete are all going to be level 10 or higher, but I have slowly been accumulating lesser lore as I can. There goes our that, so we can keep doing so, and we need our single bronze Spintra to fix the mirror, which we do so. Now, let's take this something joyful. Since I can't give it to Miss Naina, since it requires the talk verb, we might as well do it here. Dread Trap will be done soon. We're going to get another hunger card. Wow. And another memory card. Joyful again. Apparently we're eating happy people. I suppose. I mean, now the question is, well, the thing is, we've only got 1 hunger. This will bring us to 2, and it's going to be a bit away. We're probably okay, so we can start a combination of lore. Now, in order to do that, I require both 2 challenges. One's going to be the knowledge one, and one's the intuition. Now, knowledge is going to require erudition, which we do not have, so I'll have to study in order to get that. But the other one requires, the intuition one can be done with a sanctuary. We have a sanctuary in our Candle at Mithrium, which is an ancient temple of Rome underneath London that is dedicated to human sacrifice, which is, you know, my home away from home. I like the bookstore for its utility, but this just makes me feel comfortable. All right, so let's get the reason card going. All right, so yeah, one of the things is you do not want to start collecting bodies for obvious reasons. Not only that they smell, but let's see, yeah. Boom and boom. Okay, let's go. Ooh. Hi, guys. Some indicator that you're out there. All right, so of course we've got the fleeting reminiscence, which can give us a quick buck if we want to blow it. We have something joyful as well, but that will last longer. Now here's where things get interesting. Notice I'm accumulating mystique by doing all of this, and I can, if I choose, mirrors back up and running. Good. Give it to Miss Diana instead. Now there's something joyful, by the way. Let me just check really. Yeah, it at best can give you a 2-point influence with Miss Diana or contentment, which, you know, it's okay, but I don't really have any use for it. And, you know, if I can get cash for it, why wouldn't you get cash for it? Boom. All right. I'm going to tell somebody about their dead relative's happiest moment. The R-rated one at best, however. God, an undead... voyeurism on the dead. It's probably a thing, but I really don't want to know about it. Okay, so Poppy, let's knock you out. Now we're going to give you passion so that we require the human sacrifice, but we got about a bunch of minions down here we can just do that too. Alright, so... Little rupture. This one... Ooh, forgot to check for a fascination trap, because that would be bad if it's what's coming up. It is not what's coming up. Huh. Alright, so... Funds. Boom. Good. Now, Mystique up and running. Fascination card and Erudition. So we need the Erudition for combos. Let's get that knocked out right now. So, you know, now if I do get a... if I do get the hidden access, I have 180 seconds to produce a notoriety, which will, which it will eat. Now, it may sound a little weird, but since it instantly eats them, that means even with the cop running, that's not going to allow us to do so. Now, the fascination cannot be consumed by the mediumship, but it can be used by the mediumship to create funds. As you can see, I don't have a dead body. I've got to create funds somehow, even though we've got 25. I'd rather, however, just get rid of it in the old-fashioned way by combining the two memory cards. If it really comes down to it, I can simply... What's this? Closely watch ceremony. Ooh. Well, we're going to have to find another one, which is actually quite possible. This will allow us to grab another one just in case. And this one can just, you know, burn out for all I care. Okay, so what else do we want to do with our time at the moment? Tell you what. It's always good to have a vitality or two just kicking around. So let's do some hard labor. You know, voluntary hard labor as opposed to being sent away to Australia, which would be a fate worse than, you know, having our soul sucked out by Cthulhu. Alright, boom. Now, we have a silver spintra, which I will not waste in creating the mirror, but since it's worth 8 funds alone, keep it for a rainy day. But we have 300 seconds, but in 300 seconds, well, 150 since I'm running 2 times here. Cemetery's back up and running. I have another Mystique, which needs to be eaten. Which will, which means we'll have to provide somebody or die ourselves. So, like I said, I got plenty of pawns down here. The question is, if we're going to be waiting, we might as well just start doing our initiations. Alright, cool. Tell you what, dude, you can go next and take the mask with you. Boom. Don't even have to use lore for that. Alright. Alright, and... got our vitality up and running. Grab another one just in case. You ever know when a season of sickness is going to hit? You always need a vitality for that because you don't want to pay cash. But yeah, Poppy brings us up. We're going to... Yeah, I like the fact we just did an IOU for one of our followers for 10 funds. Which, you know, really, they're... I don't know, the pawns are probably the best use you can make out of a pawn. Alright, so. Oh, come on. Sigh. Sorry about that. Believer and the mask again. Bringing up our little cult of minions. Alright, and while we've got the time and the mirror, let's start getting some high-level lore, so I have to keep combining everything. Fascination trap up and running, which is a good reason I got rid of it. Otherwise, I'd be really worried about that now. Alright, so, boom, second vitality, and... probably just take a break. I have enough. I mean, essentially sold somebody's life for some leisure money. I'll also take advantage of that leisure. The biggest issue we're having here is probably going to be her. Now, I'm considering actually killing her once she's exposed again, because some of the other cops aren't going to be nearly as bad as she is when it comes to evidence. So, yeah, I'm thinking dead people. Let's make some dead more. And, you know, it's a body I can eat. I'm wondering what she tastes like. I mean, let's face it. She looks tasty. All right, so let's see. This combination going here. Continue with our initiations. Oh, for crying out loud. Why did I hit that? Don't be lazy. And boom. Ooh, whoops. Wait, you're the... Oh god, you're one of the blade ones. Alright, so I'm terribly sorry about that. I thought you were somebody else. Meantime, let's just do this. Oh, for crying out loud. 1, 2, 3. It's not that hard. Okay, and... yeah, let's go. And boom. There we go. Last evidence. So I can keep away from doing anything that does any reputation for the next boom and boom and boom. For the next 2 minutes or so, we should be able to get rid of her, or at least expose her, so I can do something unkind if I'm feeling like I should. Speaking of which, now, wait a moment. Okay, so... oh no, we found the Hebe. Oh, it's makes me have to do one more of those level 10 ones to get to the Tomb of the Shadow Kings. And we have the Hidden, which is great. Now this one's a level 8. We'll combine these two in a moment to make it a level 6. But this means I can do something untoward and it will automatically be sucked up. The problem being is I'm going to have to wait till she's done looking for things because she'll grab it before this will. Benefits of privacy. Anyways, so do that with no further ado. And by the way, the body, you don't want the body absorbed because, you know, you don't get to eat it. Okay, so I don't think it can do that as well. So the question is, probably want to go with... well, while we're here, by the way, quick note. If I can get the... I'm going to combine the lore here for the winter. So we can get a level 8 winter wings, which will allow us to summon a... Made in the mirror for our assassination purposes much better. Alright, keep going. Excuse me. Hang on. There we go. Anyways. There's our next forge person. Alright, cool. You go here. Yeah, it's one of the biggest problems in the game. You got to keep making all space for your new stuff. Anyway, so Cat's turn to go in. Cool. Alright, and the mask. Get all of our people going. Cult's definitely big enough, but don't want it to go, you know, extensive. Now, one of the things I'm probably going to do is once we get rid of the good doctor over there trying to put us away into prison for the merely eating people who are already dead, mind you. Maybe that one cop we ate and the guy on the sidewalk that Rose picked up. I mean, I'm not a complete monster yet. Right then. Okay, so right. Actually, let's hold off on the winter for a moment because I forgot I have to do a dread. I do a Grim that requires me to have a Dread card, and that's just too dangerous to play with. So maybe we'll just jump to level 8 Winter and use the standard combo to try to do yet another secrecy. Yeah, we could have 2 up and running, which is cool, which would allow me to do a Mystic Painting with absolutely no penalty, which is awesome. But in the meantime... let's see. You're almost done. You're almost done. Yes! All right, you're in evidence. She's in the evidence mode now, which means she's not collecting evidence. She's not collecting it. So what I'm going to do is, why I have this trap up, is I'm going to send one of my peeps, in this case, Claire the Poisoner, who my winter peeps, in order to go out and get me a body. Because murder a stranger. As opposed to a close friend, because you don't really want to push that. I mean, those are their limits. I mean, these guys aren't my friends, the ones I'll be selling. So I'm not really violating that rule. So, in any case. Now, one of the advantages of doing it with a follower like that, if you've got the notoriety trap, your notoriety trap up and going. There you go. All right. Oh, my God. Oh, well. Let's blow a fund. We have to start working again soon. God, capitalism is the true trap. Okay, so we have 56 seconds before she begins looking for prey, looking for us again. But we can get rid of this body. Ooh. Well, the thing is with the body is we may have to use Silachana to hide it. Ugh, unfortunately. All right, so we've got you. All right, there we go. Now I usually toss in one of the lesser known pawns there. Now erudition up and running. Don't think we'll have that clear enough to get rid of the body, but we'll work with this. We'll work with it. Sigh. Alright. Yep, there's the notoriety trap. You returned empty-handed. Okay, it's actually a good thing this time around. We didn't waste our secrecy thing, and there'll be no body to catch us on for the dragon. So hey, we're cool. Speaking of we're cool, I don't think we can pull this off. Yeah, she's back looking, so which means we gotta pretend we're nice at this point. So, in the meantime, Bearpine, any still dropping frames? Because I've still got an excellent thing here, and it's giving me a decent bit rate. So I've been checking on the side here, where it's giving me my waveform, as it were. Okay, so breathe. Assuming you're still out there. Okay, so yeah, where do we go from here? Now we're gonna have Poppy back in a moment, and we can get her going. Have the setup for the standard smoke attack here. And what are we going to do about you? I want to kill you, which means that I need to have a maid in the mirror to do it. You'll be popping out in about 30 seconds, so yeah, we can do this. Let's see if I can get one of the a 10-point winter influence so we can summon the maid in the mirror. So there's my reason card. There you go. In the meantime, chilly atmosphere, which will become a dread. Of course it will. Oh gods. You radiate death, Poppy, but you probably consider that to be a compliment, and I'm a ghoul, so where exactly do I have anything to say about this? Okay, so Alright, so we're just basically going to have to deal with this one, or we can paint it off, but we can't paint while she's searching for clues. Or can we? Because painting takes 50 seconds. Clues take 28. She's got 28 seconds left on the clock, so we can, if we really want to. Let's just get rid of the chilly atmosphere. Put no passion to the project. We won't get paid for it, but at least it'll be gone. And boom. And boom. See if we get another one of those. We can try to see if we get our minion to find a body for us. You'd think it wouldn't be too difficult for a poisoner, but nope. Apparently I'm asking too much. What do I not pay you people for? It's true, I don't pay them anything. On the other hand, they don't really pay me anything, so yeah, I think we're even on that. Okay, a whole bunch of glimmering. And we got the influence back, and we're going to get one fun. This kind of sucks, however. Well. You don't have to worry about it since you're in evidence mode. You'll be back again, however. Wow. Really? Wow. Okay, we can't rely on that. And my God, are we going to go back to just, hey, doing manual labor? Okay, so boom, there it is. We're going to be quick about this. So we've got this open, we've got the sunset right, we've got 10 points when it comes to the winter influence from there, so all we need now is one of our summoners, Neville will do, and the invocation of Edge. Summon a servant, Rags, boom. that should hopefully get us to the point where we can get somebody going, but it looks like the 51, oh well. We can keep her cycling through by searching the city until we're ready to pounce, because I do want to pounce. I'm in very pounce mode at the moment. But, Poppy, tell me what you want. See if I can arrange something for you. Yeah, I get you. Huh. Well, you know, we've got knock going. Sigh. Let's see. It looks like it's on a dread trap again. Then we can just get rid of the oncoming dread here. Okay, and we definitely need to start... Yep. Wait, no! Damn you. Oh, gods. I hate it when that happens. Oh, well. The cop's not going to be an issue. Oh, well. Let's see if we can grab another one once we get the erudition going. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, it's not... Being a ghoul isn't a life of luxury. Yep, there's the dread trap I was expecting, but we can get a contentment. Huh. And, well, one advantage of that particular secrecy thing was that we did... give me a second. So we did avoid her being, you know, excited by our presence. Okay, I need you. Yes, I'm sending a death goddess to do my errands. Well, if you're not gonna abuse your evil powers, what's the point in having them? Okay, so... Gonna take us how long? She'll be gone for a bit. You know, now let's not do the medium thing. Actually, we could. Ooh, less than 30 seconds. Let's do it. Grab some cash. I know we're kind of rich, but... Yeah, speaking of which... Let's just use a glimmering to get the minions going. It's kind of appropriate using a 1-point influence for 1-point idiots. Or 2-point idiots. No, 1-point idiots. That's right. They're only one edge. What the... Oh, God. It's that autosave system messing with me. Alright, so we have a minion possibility of a... Ooh. You know, if it didn't have the sunset right, I would totally sacrifice you for one of my death goddesses. But... Wow. Well, I guess someone's going to cause trouble. Alright, so... Oh my god, we have a... Well, this is gonna be good. Oh, well. Wow. Definitely luck of the draw is against us, because we're gonna have... the dread trap's gonna pop the moment that thing opens. So... Yeah, we'll just live with it. Yep, not quick enough, unfortunately. It's an automatic thing. Did get the one mystique, which you're not looking for anyways. And we can hide that. Now, the fact you can't have two bleak traps and dread traps going at the same time. On the other hand, this is not going to last long enough. 49.6, 49.8 seconds. So, we need to do our old trick here. She'll hold on to her contentment long enough for it to be useful, and this by the way, is one of the most valuable pawns. Because if you upgrade him again, if I initiate him again, there's a chance to become a lunatic, but since a lunatic becomes a body, that's not really an issue for me. Or he'll get 2 points of... The color, of course, is knock. And of course, any minor summoning only requires 2 knock. Okay, so what do we got? Alright, so we can go for the whole hidden thing again. Really should access some more lore. So that means we're definitely going down the rabbit hole again. Again, this is the part where things start getting a little grindy. And I'm sorry about that. But the problem is I've got to get to the level 10 and level 12 scenarios. Okay. So, all of this. There goes my funds. What do we have coming up next? Nothing, which is good. Game, it's good to have nothing. Alright, so you're exposed again. It means I can kill you in just a moment. You just have to wait your turn. Speaking of which, is our time 176 seconds? Yeah, we can just let this one go. Alright, so. Alright. Alright, there we go. Actually, we don't even have to wait for her to get done, because it'll just grab it right off, which is why you can't hide evidence with it, or reputation, because it'll just grab it off the top. Now. Erudition lesson learned. Kind of pointless. But that's not. There we go. Knowledge of the past. So we're moving closer to there. You'll become another memory card, which will be useful if I want to get another mystique and the cash involved. Okay, so we still have 2 hunger we got to deal with too. And when's the next? Yeah, sickness is next. So since we got sickness coming up, kind of know what we're doing here. Let's get that going. And boom. Really should be thinking about getting the jobs here done. And sanctuary. Plus, of course, we should be getting some more lore, so thank you very much. Get in there. Alright. And there's that. So, in the meantime, looking at the restlessness. Ooh, another possibility. Need to get another body. So, speaking of which... Hi. Bye. Okay. Not in the mood. Mystique's still up and running, but we can hopefully keep that shielded if I'm paying attention. And that's going to be a hunger card, which means that we need to go looking for another cemetery. Now, the thing is that you can't use this to hide the card long enough, I'm hoping. Alright, so yeah, let's try that actually. How many seconds do you require? Well, I need to shield the dedication card, so it might not grab it. If it doesn't grab it, will that in fact cause me... there we go, Mystique's building up again. Will that in fact cause me an issue? Now, we have 61 seconds, and this is unfortunately still going, so we're not going to be going for one of the bodies quite yet. We've got the option if we need it. In any case, we've got... Could blow the work. Might as well. Let's just ditch it for the cash. Mystique's building up, so we have no reason to hold back. As soon as we've done the murder thing. Can't do the murder and send an essay at the same time. I'm guessing multitasking like to that level is just beyond us. 10 seconds. It looks like if we can keep the restless card, the dedication card away, we might be able. Fascination trap. And I blew the device I can use to get rid of it. It's always decisions. Alright, so the Mystique's up to here. We have Fascination going. Cash is okay. You go here, so we deal with the sickness. Down with the sickness. And... Well, let's take some time, do some studying. Well, not studying, writing about what we've studied. There you go. Alright. Let's go see if we did our Kelly thing. Boom. Okay, we can combine these two again. Hopefully getting another hidden one. And work our way up to get 110 out of all of this. Oh well, what do we got? Okay, we got a corpse and we got a notoriety. Now the notoriety is going to be an issue, obviously. We're going to have to... We have 4 reputation cards. Oh god, tell me we're not getting more. Good. So if we hold it 4 reputation cards, we can hide this with my paintings, which is what we're going to try to do here. We don't have another cop coming, but we definitely need to eat that body. We only have 58 seconds to get that body going. And with 50, yeah, it's going to take longer than that. So Lachana, we need you to hide a body for us. Thanks. Okay, this is my life. Well, my unlife. I think ghouls technically are still alive, but they're considered half-life or something like that. And we're up to 3 hunger, aren't we? Yep, need to do some eating. Okay, so, right, 30 seconds. We keep Silachana going on the corpse. You could probably get 2 corpses going at once, which is kind of interesting. We're juggling bodies, which is awesome. Anyways. All right, so we got the body, this body here, and we took another hunger card. Wow. Okay, well that happened. All right, so we got the Mystique up and running. Boom. Now, what we need to do, we got the erudition going here, is we need to do some eating. All right, so let's get which one's got more time left on it. Okay, so what we need to do is grab the less fresh corpse, toss it in here, and boom, the honey dove. Oof. Okay, Silicana, stay with the body. Or actually, no, 30 seconds. Yeah, we can knock this out. 30 seconds and 58. We've got plenty of time. Plenty of time to eat 2 bodies back to back. And it looks like we'll be detonating Mystique soon. Okay, we killed her, but unfortunately we're going to be dropping a dread relatively soon, and we have a dread trap going. Oh, great. 32, okay, 58, 32, we're fine. Should be able to get rid of it. Should get rid of it as soon as it pops with the fascination card. And boom. Dead bodying. Probably get a new erudition. Oh, actually, let's preserve the erudition using Silicana in an attempt to prevent us from losing that initiative. Okay, so now that we're going to be getting that body out, boom. Now we're going to try our little experiment. 1.8 seconds. Something. What's that? Something menacing. All right, something menacing, by the way. If I do give it to Miss Naina there, can give me an icy atmosphere, roaring air, or vitality lesson learned. Not really huge. On the other hand, we can use it to get, of course, additional money from our mediumship. Now, doing it this way is letting us get enough cash so we don't have to worry about it. Now, in the meantime, let's see what happens if we obscure the card here. Now, if I drop this, grab this one and put the corpse in, that's going to hide it for 30 seconds, while this one will be looking for the card. Now, if I'm right, this will allow us to avoid getting the hunger card and, in fact, get a restlessness card instead, which is going to be easier to deal with. There we go. Let's see if it works. Boom. So that's how you do it, by the way. If you're trying to avoid accessing hunger card, you need to be able to obscure the card for a total of 20 seconds and time it out properly. So in the meantime, I think we got our hunger down to some seriously low numbers. Down to 1, where we want to be. And we have the ability to use the Restlessness card as a medium. In the meantime, oh god, we got 2 dread. We got a dread. Ooh, from the, all right, cool. Wait, no, that way. And Fascination has to go in first, then we can deal with that. Now we've got a regular dread one here. We've got another potential. Yeah, we had enough to end the freaking game right there. Something profitable. All right, cool. Let's make some money off of it. And boom. Now this is actually where you seem to notice I don't have to use any other form of income for the most part. Right, Silicana's got that going. So we can continue combining lore, no chance to get the hidden thing to activate, and this thing will turn to another dread shortly, but we can get rid of it, which is good, because what I will do is I will talk to Miss Naina instead, transmit it into a fleeting remembrance, which will, of course, be a lot less harmful. I do like the fact when you start stealing bodies that they set guards around there, because, you know, missing bodies, people tend to be upset about their relatives being lunch. It's just, you know, it shouldn't really take it personally. It's just food, guys. I mean, it's not like they're using the corpse anymore. There we go. Speaking of which, let's get this knocked out. And cash those memories in. Alright. As long as Dread Trap isn't going. Ooh, can we do it again? Now, 30 seconds to get a body. We can do this. So if we grab another body from the cemetery, which is still active, we'll get... Hopefully, oops. Unfortunately, I initiated that, so we're going to have to use Silicana to hold on to it, which means we're not going to be able to pull it off, unfortunately. Which is unfortunate. Oh well. And erudition. Boom. And you. Good gods, we can just cash all those in. We're going to have a lot of... Yeah, we are, you know, kind of using the smoke scenario here to deal with the notoriety, and it does seem to be working, although... considering how few of an opportunity we've had for the cops to get a new cop, mind you, which will happen. I mean, that's the problem with the smoke one. You're almost always guaranteed to get the cop when they come around because there's going to be that much reputation hanging around. All right, so what do we got? Another one of these. And yeah, the human corpse. All right, so it's going to be at least 2 minutes. Sigh. Sorry, using her as a corpse. Storage, I'm sure she's really happy about that. And that's what the Elusive Club is for, right? Holding dead bodies. Unfortunate thing is, I may be actually correct. After all, our character, the dancer, did die there. Alright, and we do it again. Keep pounding them out. Getting that cash back built up. As well as all the smoke to gather the notoriety. It's a thing. Dread trap coming up. We're going to have to ditch this. We have to be quick about it. 30 seconds. We can do this. 30 seconds, we can do this. Boom. Right then. If we're extremely fast. Might be able to do it. See if I have a 1.2 margin. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it at normal speed. So, quick stretching of the shoulders here. Kind of been holding him in a hunched over position. Alright, so, once again, more money, more mystique. More money, more problems. Anyways. And, boom. There we go. Now, oof. Wow. Okay, deep breath. See, we're juggling corpses and combining lore at this point. And that's a lot of where the middle of the road, the middle of the game is for the Ghoul, when you start actually having to deal with two mechanics, both of getting the lore up and running so you can have the expeditions you're looking for, and to be able to keep your hunger down so you don't lose the game. Alright, so... Okay, 15, 13. Ooh, we're gonna make it. We're gonna finally get rid of that notoriety. See if we can get rid of the... Alright, sorry about this. I know how much you don't love the job, but, you know, I'm not paying you to do it. Okay. 1.5 seconds. Again, you can only really do that at normal speed, but it also will produce a fleeting remembrance, which is 1 cash when you're playing the Ghoul. So the Ghoul isn't like the dancer where you're really rolling in money, but if you time it out right, you can pretty much get what you need. Now, next problem is, it's going to keep the dread trap going. I mean, oh well. And the notoriety vanishes. Oh, back to fast forward. And more. More! God knows you have the cash for it. Okay, so. If I want another body, I might be quick about it. What's our hunger at the moment? Only 2. I don't think we need to start packing bodies. You ready yet? Alright, we got it. Leave the body in play, since it's only dread trap coming up and not cops looking. And maybe after having 2 cops die, and after investigating us, ooh, we've got 2 level 10s going. Boom. Let's get closer to that cave all the time. And boom. And grab another memory. Again, this is the build-up period. Now, speaking of building up, we probably should be keeping up with trying to get those lore combined. And another cash. And another hunger. So, let's try timing it out with trying to find a graveyard with that card and see if we can do it. There'd be a 30-second obscurement, which will give us another restless one. Nothing menacing again. Okay, cool. Well, using something menacing. You can have that. And, wow. Keep the study verb open so that we can get a body into our mouth if necessary. Excuse me. Anyways, so. Oh, well, I can actually have books over here. I forgot all about that. I think that's Vok, right? Nope. Phrygian. Oh, well, this one, we haven't gotten Vok yet. I suppose we get a level 2 lore, but I don't see the purpose to that. Ugh, we need more books. Should probably go on an expedition. Alright, so. Shall we? What do we got? Snowkeeper. Now I should really double check the vaults to see if any of these has a level 8 or higher winter, because that would be worth popping out for. But we are still trying to get the damn tomb. There we go. And we got to manually go through all these, which is a thing. Alright, so it's a 6. Alright, so again, building up the lore. Really, so if we got that many mystique, we might as well just start dropping the these in. Not only, we need the Spintra in order to get the bloody mirror fixed. Oh god, I forgot to keep dropping dread like that. Huh. Not a dread trap, though. Huh. My body, unfortunately, so we're going to be getting another hunger card. But with the dread, I can use that to combine lore here. Do I want to keep the dread around that long? We'll figure it out. In the meantime, we can do our standard combination. We keep the menacing around. We could be able to use that for the grim trap. We should be fine, actually. In the meantime. Keep devouring our own memories. Sure that nothing wrong will happen with that. There goes another mystique. Yes, the smoke is getting quite thick. Oh god, there's the erudition I needed. Oh, I feel so silly I'd forgotten about that particular combination. But we can, at the very least, get our mirror fixed. So which allows us to dive into the Peacock Gate again. Spintra goes here. Go for it. Adding up. Okay, so the dread. Now another way to ditch the dread, which is pretty easy since I don't think we're going to have the ability to get to that point, is we can grab let's see. Ooh, we can't actually. What we can do is we grab the lore here and one of the summoners, and we can turn that dread into a vitality eventually by summoning a Thunderskin. Oh, and dive back in to grab some of that. Alright, so... Okay, so for you out there, this is kind of a last addendum to this section here. So, basically at this point, I managed to get Inspector Wakefield, which again is another meticulous person, which is problematic for me. But there's one thing, he's not protected, and I just happened to accidentally summon a percussant in order to be able to do to get rid of a dread. So I'm thinking, why not just take opportunities? Take advantage of the opportunity. Yeah, I'm evil. Anyways, so while we're doing that, let's just touch into the dream realm of the goddess and see if we can't find some interesting stuff to learn. Okay, there we go. And do we have a dread trap coming up? We do not. Season of Sickness means that we do some exercise in order to be able to prevent that cold from hitting us. Let's go. And see if we murder yet another member of the Suppression Bureau, which is becoming a bit of a habit, really. Alright. I'm just combining some winter lore. Ah, excellent. Nothing happens after that point. The Madame is up and going, which is good. Yeah, this game will teach you to pay attention to every goddamn detail. Which is not actually something I mind. I do like keeping on my toes. Anyway, so... just do we have a dead body? Don't want a fascination, obviously. Oh, we got level 12. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's we need at least we need the Caglin's tomb. Remember, we're looking for ones that are based on tombs here. So while we're here, we might as well just keep going with the combo lore to use that sanctuary. Okay. Oh. Okay. 3-year edition, which is cool. Oh, and we have a prisoner. Now, do we want to keep the prisoner for body him? Yeah, so yeah, just wanted to let you know that I am still dealing with the cops in my own unique way. Okay, so you've seen me do some of this a lot of times. See, obviously, the smoke defense against getting the notoriety grabbed, dealing with consequences of prisoners. So I'm probably going to stop here and grind a bit so you don't have to watch me repeat myself anymore. But, of course, wanted to remind you that, like this, like, share, subscribe, and if you really like it, download a link to the Gumroad payment platform. $1 gives you additional material, $2 gives you early access and additional material on top, and it will be on the layer in the future. We'll deal with that when we get to that point, when we actually get that damn announcement done. Unfortunately, there's a couple of technical issues that I have to iron out before I can make that announcement, because hopefully there's going to be a new series coming up, and I hope you guys are going to like it, but I can't make any announcements until I'm absolutely sure it's going to be able to work out. So cross your fingers on that one, guys. Anyways, of course, when we reach 750 subscribers, we will not only be doing the Chancellor Palpatine run as described before, where I let my dark side, aka light side, since it'll be Lantern run, out. We'll also get another run of course, Darkest Dungeon, which, of course, will have another 4 block after this, which I estimate to be about 2 more episodes from this point, but since I'm usually wrong, let's just assume 3. And, of course, if you are wanting to see my other series and such, don't forget we still have the vote coming up. Subscribers get a vote, supporters get additional votes, which will determine which one. Now, of course, to see which ones are up and running, you can check out my Let's Try playlist, which I will put up there to the right if I remember. In any case, I hope you all are having a lovely day/night, and I will see you next time.
Don't wanna hide it, wanna leave it. Don't put the blame on me, put the blame in me. I got a killer, sleeping in my bed, my heart is pouring red. I got a killer, your face.